this is my Talk to Me Tuesday from Italy another time, and I'll be super fast because I have tons of things to do and I really shouldn't be, somebody would say, wasting my time, but I don't think so, doing Talk to Me Tuesdays. But I really wanted to show you some stuff. I would have a lot of other things to show you because I've been 3D printing a lot, because we are also giving an instructional course right now, and I'm one of the teachers, and so I've been doing all kinds of 3D printing, and I have some really exciting stuff to show you, but I'll do it next week after the workshop. Just to show you one thing, this is 3D printed necklace pendant that has been designed using its mathematical function. I'll tell you more about it next time because would really take a lot of time and I don't have it, unluckily. So I wanted to show you my block for the Whims and Fancies blog hop, and it's here because today it's my turn. The theme was spring, and I just had to do something that was pond related because, as I've told in the past Talk to Me Tuesday, I'm a pond warden, I work with amphibians, and so for me spring is the moment when I go hopping around searching for hopping creatures. I wanted to do a frog or a toad, but I found out it very difficult to design a toad that it's not too schematic or too detailed. And I had to give up in the end, and I went for the dragonfly, even though I don't really like dragonflies because their larvae are pretty voracious eaters of tadpoles, but it's the other symbol of ponds, so for the dragonfly I had to go. Dragonflies are fun, by the way, because you can use whatever color you want for their body, and for the wings usually should be almost transparent, but you can go with whichever color. But the body of the dragonflies, in reality, takes almost any color. You can find blood red or blue, metallic green, whatever color you want. So get crazy and use whatever fabric you like. And the other fun thing for me in this block is that you can use small scraps of fabric for the leaves, for the water lilies, or and go scrappy, or just use some kinds of fabrics if you prefer something more subtle look to it, but they look fun also in a scrappy way. So this is my block, and it's about 10 by 10, and it's on my blog site, and it will be also on Craftsy. And on Craftsy I'll put another shoe that I've drawn some days ago because I needed another one for my layout for the shoe quilt. And so I finished it, and I'll put that one too on Craftsy, I hope in the next couple of days. I've been trying to quilt my shoe panel, sorry, but I really didn't have any time this week, unluckily. I've done a couple of blocks, and I've started doing something more exciting for the other blocks. I tried the paisleys, sorry, that I've never done before, following Leah's Craftsy tutorial. I really like the way she teaches. She's very calm and reassuring, and the results for me are really great, so following her tutorials. But I'll show you the result, the other blocks that I'll hopefully do this week, and tell you a little bit more about it, hopefully. And the last thing I want to show you are finally my pottery stuff that I've done at the workshop that I took in December. The advertising for the workshop told you that you could come and do pottery objects to give to your friends for Christmas. Why not do your Christmas presents by yourself and not buy them? And this was their advertisement. Interesting fact that I received my finished objects a couple of weeks ago because they had problems and so on and so on, and so they took 3 months more than what they said at the beginning to give them to us. And by the way, they asked us about the various kinds of finishing we wanted for these objects, and they didn't follow at all our instructions. So I'm not particularly happy of the final results, and well, maybe in the future I'll take another pottery class, but for now it's something that it's concluded for me. So I wanted to show you really fast the objects. This is a really easy, no, well, easy not, but a simple cup. and I was so happy about the perfect shape of it that I decided not to do anything to ruin it, and so I kept it simple. And this is not done with the pottery wheel, the one that turns by itself, or with the pedal, but it's done with one of those manual ones, the ones that you turn with your hand just to smooth the surface. So you don't start out with a big clump of clay, but you put small worms of clay, one on top of the other, and then smooth them out. So this is one of them, and then I've done a smaller one. This should have been a cup for the tea, and this is the real reason I'm very angry with these guys that had the workshop in the end and for their choice of finishing, because I've told every time I was there and in the instructions and everywhere that I wanted to do a cup for my morning tea, something like a Japanese cup. And I wanted it to be waterproof, obviously, and I've told them numerous times, and they gave it a waterproof finish inside but not on the outside. So now if I want to use it, probably the tea will stain this part, or anyhow it's not particularly a nice thing to have on your lips, because it's a little bit scratchy. So I liked the shape, I was extremely happy with it, and I'm particularly sad on what they did to it in the end. The design are small sakura flowers, just made with one of those tools and taking away some material. So this is the second one. Then I've got a normal, I don't know what the name of it in English, we call it suota tasche. It's the place where you drop all the stuff you have in your pockets when you come home. It's for the keys and all that stuff. Obviously it's water lily leaf with on top small frogs. These are made with the cookie cutter. Not particularly nice. Well, it was my first try with pottery, and so be kind. And this is the last one, and it's a tea light holder. Keeping the ears on was really difficult because we were afraid they will drop off and break all the time. And then I still have another one that it's not here because I gave it to my mother already. It was her Christmas present, and she had it on the first days of April. And it's a bigger bowl, similar to this one, but bigger, for putting the yarn inside and then having it unravel outside from one of the holes on the side of it. And in this case, they chose this kind of finishing, but it was even rougher than in this case. And so I'm afraid that the yarn will snatch and all the small bumps and creases. So this was my pottery experience, not a particularly happy one. We'll see in the future if I'll have another one. And I think for this week I'll have to run away because I have lots of things to do. It was so nice to be back with all of you. Thanks for all the nice comments, and we'll see us next week.